And go ahead and give me a roll.
3.
3?
Yeah.
3 is enough.
Oh.
Because you also cannot make heads or tails of this.
Okay.
You start going through like, okay, let's see if this is just some sort of bizarre. So you do like a thorough analysis of it,
Right.
And that's also unusual. That it is completely, it is completely like you don't even recognize letters.
Okay.
In this, it's just like scribbles. So, Nisi.
Yes.
So, the third question that keeps getting asked over and over again is, how will you find it? Which comes after, what are you seeking?
Well, to what are you seeking, I answered, I just want the gold that these guys are giving me. So how will I find it? I guess I'll just do what they want, and then they'll give me money.
Okay.
You're honest.
I'm not lying.
Yeah. Who sent you?
Do I remember who sent me?
Yes, you do. It was specifically the person who signed the contract with you was Barrister. Oh my gosh, it was such a stupid, simple name.
I think I've got it, actually.
Yeah.
I think I wrote it down.
The person that...
Barrister Shore.
Barrister Shore, that's right.
Yeah.
Barrister Shore, and she was working on behalf of...
The Cartographers Guild, right?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm just going to say that specifically the person is Barrister Shore, but they're on behalf of this place.
Okay. In fact, she was acting for the Xantora that you were wooing.
Okay, I'll say that then as
Okay.
well. I don't see any reason to lie, honestly.
Why have you chosen this path?
Why are you asking me philosophy questions, man? I like money. They were giving me money. It's pretty fair trade, right?
When will you return?
They said it was going to be like a couple weeks long expedition, so probably in a week or two. This is just to the best of my knowledge.
Am I present for this conversation? I want to start picking up on this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait. So, will you translate this? I hear you're answering. He's asking you questions.
Yeah, sure.
Obviously,
I'll tell you what questions he's asking.
Cool.
Yeah. The questions are, where are you traveling?
Mm-hmm.
What are you seeking?
What?
How will you find it? Who sent you? Why have you chosen this path? When will you return?
What are you, my mom? Why are you asking me all these questions?
So
And
I kind of want
those
to...
and those questions repeat in that order. Actually, after Nisi translates for you and you focus on it a little bit, you can understand without. You can understand what they're saying, as long as they don't diverge from these 6 statements.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. So what happens after I answer all the questions?
Nothing.
Nothing. Does he just keep asking?
The same questions over.
Yeah. Yeah. Only when they're addressed. I mean, it's not like they're walking around like automatons just repeating it over and over and over again. But, you know, like when you're talking to them, you will convert, like I'm conversing with you. Whenever I pause and you like respond, the respond is always one of these 6 statements in order. So even though it would be like, you know, what's your favorite color? And you would normally answer blue. It's what's your favorite color? You know, who sent you?
That's weird.
It is very weird.
Can I try to, like, slap some sense into the guy to try to snap him out of it?
Smack him around a little
'Cause I
bit.
have answers that may vary from all of these that I've heard you give them.
So
Let me
so
clarify that.
Nisi-
They
Nisi-
were acting normal before the fog came in.
Yes, they
now,
did.
And now they're acting all kind of
yeah,
weird, right?
ever since
So,
you woke up,
yeah.
ever since you woke up in the
Okay.
middle of this fog.
I want to correlate.
So you stop Nisi as Nisi like at one point just starts a backhand and you're like, whoa,
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 whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Wait. I have a hunch.
Okay. What's your hunch?
My hunch is that I want to do some answers. Would you allow me to do some answers?
Yeah, you
Can
got it.
I come in?
Yeah. I'll give you the reins.
Cool.
All right.
Appreciate that.
So Zen, what are your answers?
So, ask me the questions again. I gotta formulate how I'm gonna
Where are you traveling?
to an unfoundable destination, an island.
What are you seeking?
We're seeking. How am I gonna phrase this?
An untold treasure.
No, there's been an omen. I've had dreams and nightmares that have drawn me to this island. And then I just kind of want to go into the explanation. I'm going to bypass all of the questions and try to wrap up all of the answers into that.
Okay.
There was a universal impending doom that I'm seeking answers to, and maybe ways to keep this catastrophe from happening. I've been drawn to this location. And as to return,
Yeah, that's
If
the
we
last
get-
question is when will you return?
yeah, when we're done,
Okay.
or when our path gets pushed to a different location.
Okay.
Those are better answers.
What are you going to do with these carcasses?
That's yep, you guys.
Let's
I'm
make
not-
them into a stew.
I kind of want to see if I can't make a shield out of
The-
it.
Oh, yeah, we should. We should harvest the
the ship's chef. When you start addressing him about making these in the stew, he's still only saying those 6 phrases,
But he's like
but
antsy.
he's sort of like shaking his head slightly, and kind of giving you the oh my gosh, what the heck are you? What? Are you sure some things aren't supposed to be eaten?
I'm just going to say to him, listen, nod your head if you're willing to make this.
He shakes his head.
Fair.
Hey, Hawkward, would you eat this?
Hawkward looks at the nightmare creature laying dead on the deck. It looks back at you and shrugs its wings.
Hawkward eats what Hawkward can get.
Yeah. I mean, Hawkward might eat it. Can't be that bad, right?
I want to kind of try to harvest a piece of this
The
shell
carapace.
No, I think
Yeah.
we should definitely harvest the entire
that
shell.
would wrap the forearm right here, just the top.
Okay.
Something that can kind of fit. I imagine that there are pieces that come off, and maybe one of them will fit, or be able to.
Are you going to butcher this creature down here below decks, or are you going to take it up to the main deck?
Let's take it up to the
Well,
main
there's the
deck.
one
main
on the
deck.
main
I
deck,
think
and
the
there's the
smell.
one below deck. So
Okay, yeah.
Smells a
we
factor.
got to. That's obvious.
got to drag it up to the deck at least.
You go back up to the main deck. The crew helps you drag the creature up to the main deck, and you're hauling it out of the main deck. It's kind of flops, and Zen starts looking. He starts analyzing it.
Yeah, I'm looking for soft spots.
You're
I'm looking for,
basically looking around and going, okay, what can I cannibalize off these creatures to make armor?
Ooh, I have an idea.
Because I played way too much Morrowind years ago. Titan armor is a thing.
Well, I know that it didn't take any damage from my knife. It took a baluster to cause it cracked it. Didn't even pierce it. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So-
it pierced it.
Oh.
It cracked through it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But it
Yeah.
took a baluster.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
the ballista
The
was
ballista.
serious business.
Yeah.
That's
So
That's a good plan.
I just need something to cover my forearm over here.
Oh,
It had claws, too, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
can I address the crew?
big old claws.
I'd like to take a couple of claws and see if I can make some, elbow armor.
Oh, these claws. These claws are half the size of you.
Oh, yeah, that's not going to work.
So, you start to address the crew like the captain is off going back to the helm to make sure the ship is okay. In the meantime, you're gathering the crew around.
Listen, we have
listen to me. totally not totally not the suspicious thing that someone would do if they're planning a mutiny.
I'm not. That's not what's happening.
Not a
make sure
super
that
charisma guy like you.
I'm gonna make sure that I'm talking loud enough that the captain can hear,
You're going to be open and honest about this.
and I'm going to say, "Listen, we should harvest all the chitin off of these guys. It'll be really, really useful, I think."
So the last part of your sentence starts to get drowned out by a loud or a growing loud sound of a rushing wind off the port.
Okay. Oh, maybe it'll blow the fog away. That's a nice thought.
The fog is seeming to be disturbed,
Yay.
but in kind of a sluggish manner.
Okay.
And then, at the extent of your vision, you see the fog being consumed by a black wall,
Okay.
and it's approaching you fast.
Oh,
And the captain shouts, "Rogue wave."
fun.
So everybody needs to make me a speed defense roll to secure yourself from the rogue wave that is going to hit the ship broadside.
You said speed?
Yes. Yes, this is all about reaction speed. Everyone panics. Everyone like dives for things. They like grab a hold of ropes and, put themselves because. So, what's your speed defense?
9.
9.
I haven't rolled yet.
Roll.
I rolled a 5.
I have to apply assets.
Okay.
I got 5 with 1 asset.
5 with 1 asset.
So I want to ask if these apply. My shield and my trained without armor both give me a speed defense asset. These do not apply.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, then no asset because
Okay.
mine's the shield. It
Yeah.
just
Then
says
I'm
I have
going
an
to-
asset to
Yeah,
speed defense.
giant ship-wide sized wall of water hitting you. You can't hide behind your ship. I'll deflect it.
Then I'm
I
going
mean,
to
it's worked for me in real life, but
I'm going to spend 3 speed for an effort and 6.
Okay.
15.
15. So
So one
Nisi
asset
and
and 6.
Nisi and Zen, you managed to secure yourself.
Thank goodness.
You managed to secure yourself the second before this thing crashes, and it crests. So as it comes over there, it's not that it. What up, Lars? It's not like it rushes forward and hits you. It's like it crests over the ship and comes down on you like a hammer. And the three of you, conveniently on my right, when it hits, you lose your grip and footing, and you are washed overboard.
Awesome.
Like,
Hey, Ryan.
what type of armor do you
I
wear,
got
Valen?
you, buddy.
What? No, I'll be okay.
I've
I got you, buddy. Let me do
medium
this for
armor,
you.
The beast skins.
Okay, beast skin's fine.
Yeah, but
beast
he
skin,
can't- he
beast,
can't have- he
beast
can't reroll
skin
now
won't
that it's
immediately
happened.
drag you
Oh,
to the
really?
bottom.
Yeah.
That's sad. I'm sorry.
Unlike plate mail.
Yeah.
So
Lucky for that.
yeah, so you the three of you go over the
You know what I
side.
mean? Like,
The two
after
of you
roll-
manage to
No, that's
secure
fair.
yourself.
I didn't know. Sorry.
The three of you take 3 points of might damage each from the shock of being hit with the water and some crushing.
I see this happen.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, you like see it in the immediate aftermath. Like the water comes by and you look around and like some of the crew, like there's not as many crewmen as there was a moment ago.
Right.
The captain's gone. Like
Oh, no.
there's an empty helm where the captain was, and like these three, you also like you catch a brief glimpse of Valand going, ass over tea kettle off the over the railing.
This is bad.
And the ship is lifting hard. Like the ship just like creaks.
I want to yell to Hawkward, follow. Hey, follow them.
Awkward
You know what I'm saying?
climbs up, looks at you, kind of staggers, and with growing horror, you realize that the ship is not stopping its list. The three of you in the water. You hit the water, and like I said, it drives the air out of your lungs, but you kind of recover pretty quickly, and you've gone from the frying pan into the fire, so to speak, as you look up and you see the Swift Dawn is capsizing on you. What would you like to do?
I'm going to put my swim goggles on.
Someone's gotta try to grab the reins, right?
That I conveniently got at the last port.
Wait. Okay, we're ready.
Snap this on. Gotta get a clear view. And I'm gonna fish around in my pocket for my water breather because this
Okay.
seems like it's gonna be not a good situation.
Okay.
And wait for the thing to fall over.
Okay. Now it is going to fall on you. Like if you
Oh.
stay where you are,
The thing, and you can see the deck.
like yeah, it is. It is.
Are we like midway at the ship? Are we closer to one end or the other?
If you spend an experience point, you can be closer to one end or the other. You're kind of a midships. You're not at the precise geometrically ruled center of the ship. So
I think I'm going to spend the experience point to be closer to the aft of the ship.
okay.
Hand that to you so I can try and swim out of the way
Okay.
I have a
of
question.
the ship capsizing. Yeah.
What happens to Reagan during all of this?
You'll find out.
Okay.
That's currently not something we can answer right at the moment.
Okay, my bad.
Costco,
All right. Do I have goggles?
I don't think you bought goggles.
I don't think I bought goggles.
You have a
either.
cod piece.
Is
A
it-
very heavy cod piece.
Yeah, it is kind of trying to drag you under the depths.
Shit.
You might need to drop the cod piece. Oh God. I'm so sorry.
I hear the words that you're saying. They come together in a sentence, but it doesn't make any sense.
Those words don't go together in that order.
Right? Do I have time to look around?
No.
Okay. Well, I guess I dive a little bit so the impact of the ship won't hit me immediately and push me down or hit me in the head.
Okay.
So I can swim back up when I feel the rush of the ship hitting down.
Okay.
I will also dive. Yep, going down.
That's a good plan.
You've got a water breather.
Yep. Going down.
And swim goggles.
Hawkward glances back at you for a brief second as you rise with the ship, and and Hawkward just looks at you and goes. So what are the two of you doing? Like the ship
Okay.
is going.
I think
The ship is going over.
we might need to try to take the helm together. And
No, the ship is going over.
it is going over.
It's like upside down almost. Right?
Okay.
This wave is
It's on its
taking-
way.
It's at the point where it's irretrievable.
The deck is on its way to our.
Unless you have a miracle in your pocket.
Do I have a miracle in my pocket?
I mean, everybody has
yeah.
has at least one artifact.
Wait,
that does
I'm
a
a
thing.
jack. I'm trained in swimming today. Like I just
You're good at swimming.
Yeah, I'm super great at swimming today.
Trained
You're,
in swimming
you're
today.
diving and you just realize, wait, one time I swam. I'm pretty good at this.
Yep. I'm a natural.
Well, I mean,
So anyway, what are the two of you doing?
So the ship is at the point where it's irretrievable unless we have a miracle.
I feel like it's time to jump off.
Might be time to just
Yeah,
Okay.
kind of jump off, but in a way to where
wait.
it's gonna come down, and I'm coming like I'm jumping away from the ship so it doesn't land on me. That
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And,
Okay.
I'm gonna go along with him and try to jump as far away.
I grab
from
my
the ship as
surfboard.
possible.
you know what I'm saying? It's just like gung ho. Let's do it.
You go, Moon Doggy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Costco and DC. As
hilarious.
you jump from the banister into the wave, away from the ship, you see in this wall of water for the briefest of instants. Like you don't even know if you've really seen it or not, but you can see like this enormous face, and it's bald. It has this balloonish, bulbous head. No nose, no ears, no mouth, and 2 beady little eyes. And a brilliant star-shaped gem in its forehead. It's also about 25 feet tall. But then you're in the water.
Yeah.
Kind of like my oddity.
You guys are going to have to talk about that if you live.
Touche.
So I need you guys to make me speed defense rolls.
Okay.
Go ahead and tell me what assets you can apply to it, and you're going to need to make me much more critical speed defense rolls. But each of you have done something to mitigate the peril. Yeah, we'll use that word. The peril. You have mitigated your peril. So I'm going to give you an asset, just off the top, and because you have a water breather, I'm going to give you 2 assets.
Yay.
I'm just rolling straight.
Can I say that I try to use my shield to cushion the fall?
That doesn't help.
It doesn't help.
No.
No. Okay.
In fact, it kind of goes counter.
And
Okay.
it bashes you. You
Yeah.
bashed yourself with your own
So
shield.
so you've dove into a pool before.
Yes,
right?
I have.
So you know the difference between like diving in a nice, knife-handed dive and doing a belly flop.
Yeah,
Your shield is a belly flop.
that's a fair point. I'm just gonna go for a dive then. Straight roll.
All right, straight roll, straight roll.
I've got, in addition to the asset that you gave us, I did add edge and speed. So
Okay.
2 assets total. 18.
18,
9.
9,
Does 9?
14.
14. Okay.
Do I need to spend an experience point for 9?
I rolled a 7, so I'm gonna go ahead and give you that to make sure
Oh, okay.
that
You
I.
can roll
Re-roll
again.
it.
Yeah.
She spent one for a 7. What did you roll?
A 20.
All
I'd
right,
like to spend an experience point.
I live to see another
17.
turn.
17.
I rolled a 10.
You rolled a 10.
Does that help in any way?
It's higher than 9.
It's higher than 9.
Do you want to spend another experience point?
Just
Okay.
take it.
I'm not going
Just
to tell
take
you
it.
if it's good or not.
He's all, you were safe at 4, so that's fine.
I'll tell him if he's safe.
Just take the 10, please.
Oh.
Please.
So you do lead with your shield.
Yeah.
And so the 3 of you only take 4 points of damage
Oh, cool.
from the ship falling on you. Essentially, like I said, you don't take it full. Essentially, it's a save for half damage situation, and you take 4 points of damage because you wrench the crap out of your shoulder.
Oh,
Like
dang.
the moment you hit the water, the shield almost gets ripped out of your arm, and your arm almost gets ripped out of its socket, and you think to yourself, "That was a bad idea.
Okay.
That was totally a bad idea."
That was a bad plan.
That's one of those slow motion moments where you think in high speed, but everything is working in slow motion.
I think it's all gonna go good, but sadly,
Yeah.
didn't turn out.
Wow,
and
that
everything
hurts.
goes black
Okay,
Ooh,
for everybody.
for you.
for everybody.
Oh.
Yeah,
For everybody.
Do I take damage?
No,
Yeah, okay.
you did it. Yay.
everything goes black.
I'm having a gymnast day.
When you become aware of your surroundings again, there is no phosphorescent mist around you. It is dark, like pitch black. You cannot see your hand in front of your face. No light whatsoever. And you are not fully immersed in water. You are standing on something. Like your feet are planted on something solid. There is water up to your thighs, except for Valand, where the water is kind of just over his knee because Valand is a big dude.
She's Amazon.
Yeah.
Bigger
Oh,
than him, right?
Oh
You should
yeah,
be at the same
yeah,
level,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, and Brittany stands up and like, oh, this isn't so bad after all.
Okay.
Okay, and I just feel so pampered all of a sudden.
People waiting on
Just
you,
graze
hand
the
and foot.
Brush your hair gently out of your face.
So yeah, so Bratney, like I said, the water's not that deep. Bratney, you can actually feel something just above your head, like your head is brushing a ceiling, and everything is still and quiet.
I'm gonna release a glow globe.
You think if you didn't know better, like if you didn't just experience diving off the sides of a capsizing ship, you would swear that you're in the bilge. So the bilge of a ship like this is the part that is beneath the hold. So if you have a main deck, and then you have below decks, and then you have the hold, and then there's the bottom of the ship, and that's the bilge. And it's kind of just a tiny, tiny little crawl space. Usually it's filled with ballast, something that helps keep the ship upright. And usually that ballast is not pleasant. But this isn't unpleasant. Like you're not standing in bilge water. You don't. The water looks black and it's kind of murky down here, but you don't see things floating in it that you really wish weren't floating in it. But yeah, you're in the bilge of the ship.
I'm gonna go up to Costco, and I'm gonna say, "We survived, buddy," and clink our cod pieces.
Survived to clink another day.
Honestly, the last thing you remember is the ship falling on you.
And I hear a clink.
With horror, the thought occurs to you that this may be the afterlife, and you may be stuck with Nisi, clinking cod pieces
That's heaven. What are you talking about?
in a bilge.
Ooh, not what I imagined. Exactly. Like you would be there. No offense.
Huh?
So yeah. Aside from clinking cod pieces, what's everybody doing? Hawkward, a light's on your shoulder.
Oh.
Is there anybody
Hey,
else
buddy.
here besides us
Yeah.
five and Hawkward?
No, just the five of you.
No.
Is
way
there
at
an
all.
exit
Yeah.
to
Let's,
get out of this
Brigand?
watery
let's
mess?
look around for an exit.
All right, you start looking around for an exit. What are you doing, Valen?
Looking around for an exit as well and trying to find Rigand.
Okay.
Where did
Where's
my little
Meatshield?
slave go?
Just became honorary member.
Sastrath totally digs the "what is a cod piece" infographic that John put up. You find Rigand. You have to pull him out of the water. Like you find Rigand, and he was, kind of not underwater so much, but yeah, he wasn't standing upright. And then you're like, "Oh, there you are." He kind of sputters out some water, and what happened to the ship? Did we go under?
I think we went under. I don't know. I got thrown off the ship before it fell over, so I have no idea what's happening at the moment.
I'm gonna horrifiedly say to Rigand, "Did you lose your badge? Oh God, where is the badge?"
When you bring up the badge, Riggan claps his chest where you pinned it, and there is a badge there.
Okay, cool. Wait, how worn is the badge? Exactly how much wear and tear does it have?
What are you expecting?
I'm expecting it to be soaked and like smeared in some way because
Just a
it was
piece
just
of paper
underwater.
with scribbles
it's just
on it.
paper with scribbles.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
If
It looks like he wore it either over the side of the ship or he wore it in the capsize.
Okay. If it was unharmed, I would have been concerned.
Okay.
That's just what I was checking for.
And you hear a voice in your head. Zen, you first. because you're usually the one who's perceiving for these things, and you're looking for things that are unseen a lot. I've noticed that of you.
Very perceptive.
And you get to add some things to your character sheets at this point.
Oh, I'm getting my pencil ready.
So these things that you're going to add to your character sheets, they are
bad?
permanent parts of your characters,
Oh God, good or bad?
We'll find out.
and they are mutable given time. So you can change them if you work at it.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to answer honestly for your characters, because these are all going to be personality quirks that you have. The first personality quirk that you have is going to be an ideal.
Okay.
So what are your character's ideals? And we'll start with Zen, because this isn't something that the DM like leans in and goes, oh, we're adding this new mechanic to your game. No, this is something that you can feel has been interrogated out of you, but less of a white spotlight, where were you on the night of the 14th type of interrogation, and more of an interview type of interrogation, where like persistent questioning has happened in your head and has drawn these answers from you. And these should all be roughly one statement. Just something you can sum up.
This is interesting. I like this. My ideal is cod pieces.
Give me just a moment here.
Take all the time.
I'm still
trying to
writing
figure
some
out.
stuff down. Take all the time you want.
Yeah.
Oh, Zen, why did I have to pick you first?
That's what I was thinking.
It's because you asked for it.
Yeah.
You've been asking for it for a couple of game sessions now.
Yeah.
So what is Zen's ideal?
The
Your time has run out.
honorable choices.
Okay.
I struggle ethically
Okay.
a lot.
Nisi, what is your character's ideal?
Control. I know what's best for everybody. I need to enact my ideals upon the world.
Valand, what is your character's ideal?
Helping people.
Bratney, what's your ideal?
Exploring. I like to send Hawkward out to scope everything out, find new things.
We're best buds.
And finally, Cosco, what is your ideal?
3 words: love, peace, wealth. Immense wealth.
Immense wealth. I'll help you with that. Don't worry.
You know, I was really afraid there for a moment, especially when you said 3 words, that you were going to respond with big dick energy.
It's a real concern.
Well, translated to common day and alternate timelines might mean that.
Okay. So Zen, what bond do you have?
Knowledge.
Nisi, what is your character's bond?
My mind.
Valand, what is your character's bond?
What do you mean by bond?
Your bond? So your ideal is what you aspire to be. Your bond is what drives you. That is what you're loyal to. That is the inner thing that like your ideal is helping people, for example.
Yeah.
Your bond might be to your band, like to your fellow adventurers. Like, this is my family, this is my team. This is what this is why I want to help people.
It's not why I want to help.
I know.
people,
I know.
but-
It was just an
Yeah.
example.
But bond would be experience.
Okay. Brittany, what is your bond?
Can Costco go first? I'm gonna think about that for a second.
Brittany's bond is throwing Costco under the bus.
Honestly,
Yeah.
greed.
Awesome.
That's pretty. I appreciate the honesty.
All right, Brittany.
My pets.
All animals, kind
All
of thing.
animals, yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
All right. Last question.
Okay.
Now, this is a special trait. This is your character's flaw. When you choose your flaw, if you play your flaw in such a manner during game that causes, that is adverse to your character's well-being, like if you lean into your flaw, even though it's the wrong thing for you to do objectively, as a player, you'll earn an experience point. You may have to remind me that you have this flaw as the game goes on, because depending on on how often you play this flaw, I may forget what your flaw is, because there's 5 of you. But yeah, so what is Zen's flaw? What does he struggle against? What does he rise above or succumb to?
I think the flaw would be, we're looking for like a one-word flaw.
One
Or
word,
some
short phrase.
sentence, It's because I get flashes of people's thoughts. And because of the honorable choices, and it links all in together, is that like I struggle with taking advantage of those thoughts.
All right.
This is really cool and thoughtful. I like this.
Well, I'm glad you like it, because you're next.
Cool. 3 words. Big chicken.
That's your flaw.
Good callback. Good callback.
Okay, so my real flaw. I'm a bit of a control freak in character.
No.
My ideal is
You're gonna get
control,
so
and it's
much
also my flaw.
experience. It's like almost every choice you make.
Yeah, I'm like, I need to be the one that
Mhm.
leads. I'm
Valid.
the leader boy.
I rush in sword first.
Okay.
That's good.
And Brittany.
I'm not that great with people because I prefer animals. And I'm big and scary.
And Costco.
This might be hard to believe. My character's a little vain.
Guys, I think I might be a little bit obsessed with my looks. I don't know, maybe.
It's just
It's
all out
that cod
appearance.
Okay. So, after after your strange experience where you learn a little something about yourselves. Like I said, this is your characters feel really. Your characters feel like you've been that you've been we'll use Zen. It feels like someone has taken advantage of knowledge in your head. In fact, you're like, that's the receiving end of this. Okay, I
Fuck
get
their
it.
minds a bit.
Guys, ready for that walk of shame after a night like this?
Oh no, I crashed a ship. I'm so ashamed.
And then you wake up.
Where do we wake up?
You're in your room, on the ship. You're on deck. You're where you went to sleep
Of course.
last night.
Okay.
Zen, you catch just a second of the tendrils of a phosphorescent glowing fog pulling back off the deck of the ship. And the sun is rising.
Okay. Is Rigand in the room with us, or is he still in the brig?
Riggan's still in the brig.
I'm gonna run over quickly, panicked, and I'm going to say, Rigand, I never made you an honorary member, right? Please tell me it was all just a bad dream.
Riggan kind of looks at you for a moment, blinks his eyes as he wakes up and goes, wait, that was a dream? I could have sworn you made me an honorary member. You gave me a badge and everything.
Is the badge there?
Yes.
Damn it.
Let me erase what I just wrote down.
I am like, damn. It wasn't just a dream.
So we're all in our rooms.
You are in your except for Nisi, who
No,
who like Nisi like wakes up, like you're all waking up going, wow, it was so weird, and then Nisi goes, and then like jumps to his feet, rushes out the door. Zen watches him rush past him, turn around, go down the stairs. You hear some tense muttering from below deck.
All right, I run to Zen
This really is a living nightmare.
to see if he's awake. Well, he's awake. To question him about the dream and the last thing he saw with in regards to the ship before he woke up.
Yeah. And
Regards.
I tell them all other things. Like,
Okay.
so we're conferring our story or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys had, for what you can gather, the same dream.
But from different
Minus the tentacle,
perspectives, right?
Yeah.
and then the fog.
Yeah.
It was the weirdest. The way the fog crept off of the boat when I woke up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
that was kind of
And
weird.
then try to confirm with everyone else the same.
Because you're talking to Zen, and like, you know, so and then the ship capsized. He goes, yeah, but I managed to dive off and not get crushed by the ship. And you're like, the ship totally fell on me. It's like, I saw that.
You took it like a champ, though, man. Like, yeah.
And did you see when Brandy shot that dart? It was like, whoa! Everyone was like, oh!
And the way it said.
Do we sustain the damage that we took in that state?
Right. Am I all cut up? Like, that would have been the first thing, right? Because he grabbed me
Oh.
and squished me and cut me up in the midsection.
You do not show signs of injury, but where you are hurt is very sore and tender.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Like you touch, you go.
Like the whole Inception thing, you know?
Yep.
Your brain makes you feel the pain even though you didn't, even though nothing happened.
And you're like, oh, I feel like someone dropped a ship on my head.
And that time it isn't a hyperbole.
I'm gonna check my oddity for its little faces
Okay.
to see if it's
Your
still
faces are what you
globular.
expected. Like they got noses. There's
Oh, goody.
there's ears.
Oh, good.
There's mouths.
His mouths are back.
About faces on waves.
Yeah, that's part of the story.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys, I'm checking my oddity. Because when I looked at it last time, it had this crazy face
Oh, I think what face?
that didn't have a nose.
Yeah.
And it didn't have a mouth.
I saw that
And
face.
it had little creepy beady eyes.
It was in the wave. It was like 15 feet tall.
It was in the wave.
It was inside the wave.
Okay.
Oh my god.
That's weird.
Yeah. But so is your oddity, so.
Meanwhile, I'm just like very upset that I've now made Rigand an honorary member.
Wait, were your pants chilly that whole
This weighs
time?
heavily on my
No,
soul.
perfectly comfortable, right? Like, oh wait, they are chilly.
The captain.
But they still fit perfect and they're completely clean.
The captain. The
Wait.
captain comes out of her quarters and starts asking questions about what just happened. How's my ship? She starts checking her ship. She starts
Yeah.
going up and down the Swift Dot and going, could have sworn we capsized. Wait. No, there was a rogue wave and we capsized.
Right.
Muttering to herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You start hearing crew like waking up, like you're talking to Riggin, and behind you can hear crew like waking up and talking normally.
I
The
have an
dead
idea.
guy back?
Getting out of bed. And
Oh yeah, the crew member that died.
Yeah.
yes. He wakes up. He wakes up in his bunk, or in his hammock, and kind of rolls out and kind of staggers around, and then he sits down. Like, everything hurts.
Oh.
like it all hurts.
Yeah.
It feels
My
like I
teeth
was
hurt.
feels like I was crushed in half. I had this really terrible dream about this
sobbing.
monster. Sobbing.
I have an idea. I'm
I
going
could have sworn that whenever you died in your dream, you die in real life. That's just an old wives' tale, I think.
I didn't know it actually.
I should get a tattoo of this.
One of those.
He's a sailor.
Yeah. I'm going to talk to one of the crew members, and I'm actually going
Yeah.
to ask him the 6 phrases in the backwards speak to see if he recognizes them.
So you ask him 6 phrases.
Not the dead, not the one who died, just
Yeah.
one of the random
you,
people.
you ask a crew member the 6 phrases in backwards speak, and he looks at you and just kind of gives you this. He gives you kind of the stink eye, like you talking crazy talk, boy. What
You don't
what is
remember?
it? Talk normal talk like the rest of us. We've been through something, so we don't cotton to this weird babbly talk that you're saying.
Okay, pal.
Let's go up deck and see if there's anything around us.
Yeah, sure.
Any monster carcasses?
Right? Any black nightmarish tentacle creatures
Yeah.
or anything odd.
From the depths.
So,
Or you're already above deck. 'Cause
Yeah.
You were talking to me.
you don't.
I thought we were coming out of our quarters.
I'm up on top of deck. I always sleep on
Yeah,
deck.
you came out of your quarters to talk to Zen. So
What
you're
is-
on the main deck, and there is a distinct lack of ox-sized terrors from the deep laying on the deck where you left them.
That's the best surprise.
Like, wait a second. No, I remember putting that carcass of a giant nightmare crustacean right here.
I left it right here.
I left it
Who moved
right
my carcass?
here. Who moved it?
Ooh.
He's playing jokes on me.
Wait. How many ballista do we have compared to last time? Are we missing one? One of the ammunition?
You didn't take inventory.
I didn't. Wait, somebody did. No,
I
no,
did.
I did. I actually did.
We had 17.
Yeah, we had 17 scorpion bolts. So do we have 16 now?
So you count 17 scorpion bolts.
Okay.
Okay.
Strangest thing.
Note taking has paid off for you.
Yay! My character's obsessive need for control shines through.
Where's the navigator?
He is coming out of his quarters, and actually he's looking rather calm and just very zen about everything, for lack of a better word.
Oh
Sorry.
yeah, he was in a room the whole time.
Yeah, but he comes out and like he, starts going about his duties. He pulls out, a spyglass and a sextant, starts taking readings.
So everything's freaking normal.
Yeah,
Ish.
Everything's back to normal.
I can
Ish.
read my book again, I'm assuming.
second.
Is my water breather still in my pocket?
That's there. That's a way to like. That's a way to to silence a sneeze. Is to suddenly concentrate on trying to find your sneeze button. So yes, you can read your book.
All right.
Your book is readable.
Although I'm assuming it
Your
says
water
nothing
breather
about-
and your goggles are still where you left them.
Okay.
I'm assuming the book says nothing about crazy fog while sailing.
You flip over to the fog chapters, and there is nothing about phosphorescent fog. There is a couple of and like there's passages about fog and what you do, and so if you're close to shore and you find yourself drifting into a fog bank, you should either sail out of the fog bank as quickly as possible or weigh anchor, because you don't know where you're going and you could run ashore, and that would be bad.
Yeah.
But if you're out in the middle of the sea, then you should be fine.
That's the only information we're really getting
And
about fog.
During thunderstorms, there is a phosphorescent phenomena that looks like fairy fire.
Okay.
Like a phosphorescent, usually on the very tops of the ship's mast, usually the crow's nest, like starts glowing. But there's no correlation with fogs.
Okay. All right.
So we should tell all the crew member and the navigator and captain about this big-headed freak you guys saw in your
Yeah.
dream with a star jewel in its head. Now that I know about it from conversing with you guys, it's very important information.
Dude, we
Yes.
saw a huge
Yes.
wave in the head. A huge head in the wave. Rather.
So we're all on the same page.
Same
Yep.
chapter, at least.
Yeah.
We are reading the same chapter of the book.
Hooray.
So the guy who died, recalls seeing it. Like there was the part of his dream where a giant nightmarish creature cut him in half, and then he everything went black, and then there was this giant balloon-headed thing, and
And he
it
did.
talked to me, but I don't remember anything from the conversation. But your description of it, he says that's
All right.
that's what I want. But I remember the dream was like we had a very in-depth conversation. We just can't remember what it was.
And if I was to make an assumption, you guys,
Uh-huh.
which could make an asshole out of me, we want
Too
some
late.
relic or something powerful. It's probably that stupid gem. I mean, beautiful star-shaped gem in this big-headed freak's face. Since it's probably usually when they have a huge source of power with an omnipotent creature, the big shiny thing that's very beautiful is sometimes the source of its power.
I think that's a good train of thought. I think we should try to get the big shiny thing.
Yeah, but how?
How is the question?
Yeah.
It's gone.
Oh, I think we'll be seeing him again.
And then it just freezes.
That was cheesy.
All right. No follow-up.
Let's do
Sorry,
a,
that's it.
Let's jump up in the air and do a freeze frame high five.
Right. And the
As it
credits just
slowly-
scroll by.
Yeah.
Give me a high five. Psh.
Well, after a moment, you actually hear one of the crewmen start calling out that they have spotted land.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
And when you look in the direction the crewman is pointing, you see an island. It seems to be a modest size island, but it rises from the sea, and it rises up to a crown. So it just gonna erase my dry erase marker. The dry erase marker that came with this board finally died after a year. It was at Big Bad Con. It was like it ran out of ink, but I got use out of it for a solid year, and for a fairly inexpensive office product type of dry erase marker,
That's pretty
that
good.
was
Good.
impressive. I was like, oh my goodness.
Sponsored by Dry Erase Markers.
Sponsored by dry erase markers.
That one's got a nifty eraser on it.
Oh, I love those where it has the eraser on the cap.
Mm-hmm.
So, Nisi, how have you been? I didn't see you throughout my whole dream, which is weird. I normally see you in my dream. I mean, I normally see you more often. Just hanging about. When?
Nice.
Friend.
Hey, Hawkward. Gonna need you to remember that poop move for later. That was
I think I
solid.
vaguely remember clinking cod pieces with you in the brig.
Oh, yeah, I thought I died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, man, this is just going to be what life is for the rest of forever. I was cool with it. It's like, you know what?
I don't like being wet.
I was cool with it.
But you were there, so that was cool.
Yeah. I mean, we'd get gangrene quick, but we'd still have our cool cod pieces. That's
But,
what matters.
I mean, Zen was there, and Valen was there,
I had a dream, and you were in
Bratney
it.
was
And
there.
you were in it, and you were too.
right? And then we clinked cod pieces in front of him.
And then everyone audibly groaned.
And Rigged was there, and he had some weird badge on him. I'd never seen it before. Can you tell me more about this? Do you know anything about this weird badge?
I will regret that god-awful badge for the rest of my life.
Because I swear he was like hanging out a little bit more. He was a little bit more confident,
Uh-huh.
and I don't care for that.
I don't like it either. I think that we should break his confidence as quickly as possible.
Hey, but Valen was happy with it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How are you, Valen?
Oh, hey, Valand. You were in my dream,
Doing
too.
good.
I mean, you're always
you
in my
take that
dreams. I
badge
mean-
away from him, we're gonna have some words.
I like words, like literal words. I don't like stabbings, if that's what you're implying.
Yeah, that's usually what
By
my
words, I mean stabbing.
Yeah, I mean, it is me.
You got paralyzed in the face.
Is that in
That's
frame,
true.
John?
Hold it up closer.
Man,
Closer. Closer. Perfect.
remember that time that Reagan was just screaming because I told him to? Even though it would probably kill him? That was pretty
So
funny.
the rest of you see this island.
Huh.
It looks like a crown.
It does. Oh,
It
wasn't there
has
something about
it has no vegetation on it. It is
Just
What?
rocks.
That's a
Stone.
formation of
Wait.
stone?
In your
Yeah.
vision, wasn't there something about a crown?
I don't like it.
It's creepy. I wonder what's in the middle.
Right? I think so.
I like it.
Okay.
Nobody's gonna take it from you.
It is yours.
the navigator can confirm that that island is where you expected to go. It's like that's on the X marks the spot part of this map. Those are the coordinates we were given. Apparently there's a thing and it's here.
We've made it, you guys.
We've made it.
Yay, we did it.
So what we're going to do is we're going to drop a launch with you in it. And you're going to take the launch to the island and we're going to stay here.
Boo.
Can we
'Cause
have any?
that's our job.
I'm gonna ask if we can have some snacks for the journey. We might get a little bit hungry, and I get grumpy when I'm hungry, so I don't like being hungry.
They provide you. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh well. It's nothing to do with the nothing to do with the
Okay, that's good.
with the stream.
Okay.
It's just the perils of home ownership.
There are many.
Yeah. Yeah, they provide you with rations
Oh, cool.
for roughly a week.
Are we gonna be there for a week?
We don't know.
Well,
Depends on.
we're going to provide you with rations for a week.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair.
And if you're not back here in a week, we're going to assume you're dead.
I mean, okay.
That seems
I would
bad.
probably do the same. Okay.
Unless you like get a hold of us somehow and say, "No, we're not dead. Stay.
Oh,
Don't leave without us.
Right?
Shut up, ghost.
we probably should make a signal of some kind.
We're leaving."
What if?
Launch Reagan into the air, have him scream.
Oh yeah. What if it's like a? What if we make like a special smoke signal? That way, if
Because we're trained in that.
yeah, totally. You have a flex skill. You can just decide to become trained in smoke. signals.
It's true, and we have a Hawkward.
We do
We can
have
just
a
send him
Hawkward.
like straight up.
Oh yeah, we could.
So
Give him
if,
a flare to
if
throw.
they don't hear from Hawkward, Hawkward
that's what
flies
I was
back to the
thinking.
ship and lands.
Like if we die and Hawkward lives,
And Hawkward
he should
lives.
return to the ship and stay there.
You pretty much. And they're
But
going to
if,
be like,
if the
"So
time
are they
runs
still
out,
dead?
we could
Are
send
they
him
alive?"
to just kind
Hawkward
of
just
show up and then come.
Right? Just shrugs.
None of us know how to speak Hawkward.
Yeah, well,
That was Bratney.
Or we could just literally give Hawkward a note.
Yeah.
If Hawkward comes back with a note tied to his leg, it'll say, "We're dead."
Oh yeah, I could get a little thing for messenger bird and put it on awkward.
Not coming home.
Right?
Sorry, we died.
Please stay another week. We need food. Stuff of that nature.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Found something interesting.
Send food.
Send food.
Please.
Okay. Well, I think we're about 3:30. I think this would be a good place to end today's adventure, since we'll be shifting into a new chapter
Okay.
next month.
Okay.
So thank you for all for playing. I had a good time. I hope
Yeah.
you all had fun.
Righteous.
I had a great time.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for,
And thank you
for
for
hosting
watching.
us here.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. And for those of you who are watching our stream, thank you for tuning in, and thank you for stepping into Fahr Ryasc with us. We'll be here next month on the 20.
Something.
I want to say
So
27th.
specific.
30th.
the 20
No,
or the 30th.
23rd.
It's
I
the
think-
Sunday after Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Just remember that.
Yeah, I think it's
It's the
30th.
fourth Sunday of the month. So let's see.
24th. Is that right?
Ah,
We should do a special.
Yeah, it'll be the
Christmas episode where we, like,
24th?
kill snowmen.
well, this is trying to be the special Halloween
Sunday.
episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's our special
So,
Halloween
1,
episode.
Oh yeah, that's why
Yeah,
the
it's the
spooky things
24th.
happened.
Yeah.
November 24th.
The 24th?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it'll be November 24th at noon until roughly 3 or 4 p.m. And we will investigate the Lost Island. So we hope that
Yeah,
you will be
why?
there and watch us broadcast from Crosswired Studios in Sacramento, California.
Love you guys. Bye.
Until the World Bridge opens again, farewell.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.